Hi. Tonight, we'll be spending our time doing a breath and meditation for self healing. So go ahead and find yourself somewhere that you can be comfortable, seated or lying down for the next little bit of time. And if you prefer to have any type of yoga props around you, such as a blanket, bolster, block, just go ahead and grab what you need to get yourself in the most comfortable position you've been in all day. And make yourself comfortable, settle in, cover yourself with anything you need. If you have an eye pillow, maybe you want to place that over your eyes. If you're seated, make sure that you can feel comfortable and relaxed in the position you're in. So feel yourself being fully supported, using anything that's underneath you to support you. If you need to make any adjustments so that that can be true, go ahead and make those. But feel yourself feeling fully supported by everything and anything physically supporting you right now. And as you spend your time with me this moment, listening to this meditation, I want you to know that you are fully supported by you as well, internally, emotionally, spiritually. You are supported by you. These days, it can feel like the lack of support is overwhelming because we define support as something beyond ourselves. And I invite you and encourage you to just consider that that's just bonus support. Those are the props. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you support you, and your body supports you, and you're here right now, seated or lying down on top of things that are supporting you. So begin to notice your breath a little bit more, noticing how it feels as it inhales, where it goes, and how it feels as it exhales. We're not changing anything about it. We're just noticing it. And if it has a temperature, maybe a smell, or just noticing how it feels and paying attention to the fact that it has more parts than just two. Many people go entire days without even thinking about their breath, yet it's the very thing keeping us alive. Your breath has been there with you since the beginning, from the very first moment, the very first breath you took, and every single moment since that moment. Your breath has been with you through that entire time and will be with you through this entire time and all of the entire time that you're here in this body. Your breath has been with you in every single moment, fitting exactly to that moment, carrying you through it like a wave carrying you to the shore, effortlessly guiding you while you might have been putting effort into it. It's there with you, supporting you. It never asks questions. It never judges you. It simply signals the body to be calm, allowing for great healing of all kinds to take place. Sometimes in our mind, sometimes in our body, and sometimes in our world. So let's honor our breath now and all that it gives us by taking 5 deep and purposeful breaths. So in one, I want you to fully inhale, expanding your belly and chest as much as you can, and holding that for just a moment or two. And exhale, feeling a wave of relaxation sweep over you. Next, we'll inhale, filling your entire breathing system with fresh oxygen, holding that for just a moment. And exhaling, noticing again the wave of relaxation gently sweeping over you, holding you here in this moment. And again, we'll inhale very deeply so that you're brimming with air, taking a moment at the top to sip in just a little more air and just hold on to that life force that we call oxygen, carried into our bodies by our breath. And exhale, noticing how your body relaxes in different areas without any effort from you, just your breath. And next, we'll fully inhale, bringing to feel the breaths purifying your entire body, noticing what it feels like to have that wash as a wave, taking back out what you don't need anymore right now. As you exhale, having to do nothing at all, just notice how you're feeling. And last one, we'll do a full and beautiful breath coming in, holding on to it, letting it hug you from the inside out, feeling invigorated by this. And exhaling, allowing that wave of relaxation to again sweep over you. Now just take note of how you're feeling in this very moment. Breathing deeply and fully is an expression of self-compassion, a hug from the inside out. And this year, many of us are finding ourselves wanting hugs from the outside in. So I wanted to encourage us in this moment right now to, while we are hugging less from the outside and receiving less from the outside, we can draw ourselves inward and notice how we can offer self-compassion, self-love, self-acceptance, and a hug from the inside out as our lungs expand on our inhales. So just take a minute and just notice how you feel, notice sensation, and just be here now with yourself for just a minute. And then we'll move on together. And if you're seated during this meditation and you've done the first part and are interested in laying down, I invite you to go ahead and do that if that's an option for you. If not, you'll have access to this to be able to lie down the next time that you find yourself back in this place. So as you lie down or as you're seated, begin noticing how the very top of your head feels. What do you notice with that? And let's move the focus down to your eyes. Just notice how your eyes feel. Notice how the back of your head feels against the surface that it's touching or not touching. How heavy does your head feel right now in this moment? And let's move your focus to your nose, feeling the slight sensations of the air moving in and out with your breath. And when you breathe in, imagine that you're being filled with a healing energy. That can look different things to different people in your imagination, so just go with whatever it looks like when you imagine that. And when you breathe out, imagine your body feels light and deeply relaxed, as if the exhale was taking away anything that was causing the need for healing. Any old, stagnant things. Not ripping the Band-Aid off, just moving out what doesn't need to be there anymore. Now let's focus on your ears. Notice how they feel, what they hear around you. Try to hear each noise from the noises farthest away from you. Just take a moment and see if you can find what that is. What's the farthest away noise you can hear right now? Begin next to notice noises that are closer, maybe just outside the building, home, vehicle, if you are a passenger, hopefully. Not doing meditation while driving, it's not really advisable. Notice those noises. And then on your next breath, begin to notice the noises in the room or in the building with you, depending on where you're at. Maybe you notice other people, their voices. Maybe you notice electronics, the voices coming through them. Maybe you notice that drip from your neighbor's shower. Next, I invite you to notice the noises within about 6 feet of you. What's within 6 feet of you? Maybe that's your electronics, your pet, partner, other person, your fridge. Notice those noises. Now I invite you to notice any noises coming from within you. Can you hear the sound of your breath? Can you hear your heartbeat? Is your stomach telling you it'd like a snack after this meditation? Just notice those noises from the inside out. We often spend so much time noticing from the outside in. Tonight we're noticing from the inside out. So now focus on your mouth. How does it feel? What do you notice? Is your tongue soft? Is your tongue resting against the back of your teeth, the roof of your mouth, just floating? And notice your jaw. Unclench your jaw right now. If you don't feel like your jaw is clenched, then actively open your jaw and just wiggle it around a little bit. Notice if it feels like it maybe has been tense and we didn't notice that at the time. And just breathe in relaxation into all of these areas of your jaw, your tongue, and your mouth. And as you exhale, move your focus down to your neck and your shoulders. If there's any tension along that trail, just notice it and imagine it being carried away from you on your exhales, asking it to release and just move down into the floor. And on your next couple breaths, move your attention slowly down each arm, all the way down to your fingertips, as if there's a little line being traced from your neck to your collarbones to your fingertips. And back up and down the other arm from your shoulder to your elbow to your fingertips. What are your fingertips touching right now? If you're seated, maybe your hands are on your knees. If you're lying down, maybe they're on the floor. If you have a pet nearby that likes to join you, maybe they're with them. And feel the sensations on your fingertips. Sense the air, the fur, the cloth brushing against them. Now allow your focus to move to your chest, relaxing this area as well as relaxing your upper back. Just sinking in, allowing your collarbones to release down as you unclench your shoulders, and allowing your upper back to just relax. It doesn't need to support you right now. You're here, being held by your breath. If you notice any tension, just nicely ask your body and your mind to release. If you're alone right now, you can say that out loud if you want to. And imagine that you're focusing on your heart next. And you can feel it beating strongly, supporting you. Noticing it might cause your heart rate to briefly increase with the attention you're giving it for just a moment. And just feel it supporting you, working together with your lungs, working together to take everything from the center of you and put it out into your toes and your fingertips and bring it back for purification and send it back to be keeping you supported here, loved and held from the inside out. And relax your heart. Just notice what it feels like to relax your heart and be held. And now moving down into your stomach, your ribs, all of the organs between your heart and your hips. Just notice these and think about them, all of the things that they do for you throughout the day, throughout the night, in their own order, their own process, their own system. No matter what we put into them, they work through it and get it out of us one way or another. And just thank those organs in your body for doing their job, no matter what we do to them. And if those organs are not always doing their job, I just invite you to think about what you're doing to help them. And think about how you can ask them to relax and send some healing to them right now. As you breathe in again, just feel your lungs and your belly gently expanding, working to deliver oxygen and healing throughout your body. Now notice your lower back, how it presses against the surface you're on. If you feel any tension, just say, hey, just chill. Just relax. Just be here right now. Breathing in one more time. Focus on your pelvis and your hips and notice any sensation you're having there. Depending on what you did before this meditation, you might notice sensation. You might notice sensation if you are stretching in a different way or seated in a different way than you typically sit or stretch. And allow your focus to move down each leg now in the same way that we did our arms. Slowly relaxing as you trace your mind's eye from your hip down to your kneecap, across your shin, and down to your pinky toe. And as you draw back up, coming from the big toe, up the ankle, along the back side of the calf, back side of the kneecap, and the back side of the leg up to the hip, just connecting again and tracing again the other leg. This time moving down the back of the leg to the back of the kneecap, down the calf, to the heel, to the pinky toe, and up from the big toe, up the shin, the kneecap, and the front of the leg. Just feel on your next breath a wave of relaxation as it's moved all the way down now from your head to your chest, to your core, and into your hips. And it's coming down the legs and just relaxing you all the way down. And now we're going to take our focus back up the same way we came. But this time, imagine you're slowly pulling your favorite color up from your toes. And this color that you're pulling in from the tips of your toes, after we relaxed all the way down to them and carried everything away, is a deeply healing color, filling you up from the ground up all the way up to your crown. And your favorite color is coming through your toes into your feet, goes up your legs, passing over your knees, up into your pelvis and your hips. This beautiful color is filling up your core, your digestive system, your belly, allowing you to feel healed from the ground up to your center. And then it fills everything up in your vital organs in the center of your body, up to your lungs, into your heart. You see your heart expanding, your favorite color being full, nourished. It's so healing for you. And as it continues filling your heart, it begins to glow even more brightly, more strongly. And you notice how happy you become while feeling this, how fulfilled and full of love within your heart you feel. And as this color travels across your shoulders and down each arm to your fingertips, you feel it almost beaming from the palms of your hands. It's also moving up your neck now, instantly filling every tiny space, your throat, your brain, your head, your eyes. It's encompassing your mind, healing this as well. Just filling it, holding it, thanking you for taking this time to care for you. And finally, this color moves all the way up to the very top of your head, where, just as we began, this color radiates out and just holds you like a healing blanket, healing energy, a healing hug. And notice how completely relaxed your entire body feels right now. As we moved from the outside inward, taking everything that we didn't need and relaxing it out as the wave carried from our head down to our toes. And as the next wave of healing came in, we began to feel full and healed from the inside out after we've taken out what we didn't need anymore. And just for the next few minutes, just a couple minutes left of this meditation, just notice how you feel and take this time and just breathe. If you're noticing emotions coming up right now, I encourage you to sit with those, feel those, and spend some time after you turn off this meditation journaling and just writing out all of that. And you'll have access to this to be able to come back here and do this time after time. Healing is not a one-time thing or even a one-year thing. Healing is a lifetime journey. And you can do this with yourself anytime. You can bring everything outside in and heal from the inside out. And soon enough, we'll be back in a place where we're able to hug those that we want without any sort of complications in the same way that we currently experience them. So just take a few minutes and just be here now with yourself. In a couple minutes, I'll bring us back and head on to the rest of your time. Slowly begin to notice the weight of your body on the floor, wherever your body is touching the earth, whether that's directly or through furniture, buildings, walls, things like that. Notice anything that's on top of you or around you, any sensations that you feel throughout your body. Begin to take deeper breaths, filling your lungs up and exhaling with a sigh, and wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe you stretch in a way that feels good for you. And softly, without any rush, bring your awareness back into the space around you. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. And if you're not ready, just be with yourself until you are ready. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope that you have a great rest of your time on this day.